the idea was we have wonderful food pantries in the county,
Yes.
but there's people that are working 2 and 3 jobs, and there's people that don't know how to cook. So or sometimes people are living out of their cars.
Hmm.
And so the idea was born, let's prepare and package hot, nutritious, delicious meals.
Audio Jungle.
Hello, and welcome to Business Focus, produced by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. My name is Angela Inzerillo with Impact Business Solutions, and I'm privileged to be your host as we highlight the great work our local businesses are doing. Well, welcome to this week's episode. And if it's the first time joining us, please remember to like and subscribe what we're doing here so we can tell you all about our future episodes. And you are in for a sure treat today. We have Miss Kim Curran with the Dulles South Soup Kitchen Director of Operations. Kim, welcome.
Thank you so much, Angela. I'm so excited to be part of your podcast today.
Yes, we're excited to have you. We met at a faux hop fundraising event with Northwest Federal Credit Union just a couple of weeks ago. It was a great event and it was great to meet you. And I was like, loved everything that you're doing. So I'm really excited to have you here. I always like to understand what you're doing and especially feeding the hungry. So this is an important topic, especially in our region. So I don't know much about Dulles South Soup Kitchen. So first of all, how'd you get there? What's your background? I love these stories.
So completely different. I started out my career on Wall Street as a trader, and
see, I love it. It already kicks off.
Loved
awesome.
every minute of it. I volunteered with some nonprofits while I was in New York City, including Starlight Children's Foundation, and I did a lot of the fundraising for them. I chaired their celebrity sports auction for 4 years in a row. And then, then I met my husband and moved out of New York City for him to Atlanta. And then I became on this journey of being a corporate nomad and what they refer to as a trailing spouse, and had to reinvent myself over and over and over and over and over again. So I've gone from being on Wall Street, working in the securities business, and then stopping that around the peak time of 9/11, when we were also working on international adoptions. So I kind of went out of that corporate world, and then I've done a variety of things. I've been bouncing in and out of finance, but I've been a realtor and decided, let me do the nonprofits now.
Yeah, let me do it. I mean, if I'm going to do it, right, jump in and do it right?
Yes. So I was with a different nonprofit before up in Northern Virginia, where we are now. And I was recruited away from where I was with this wonderful opportunity of this fairly new organization. When I came on board, we were about 3 years old. And so now we're approaching our 4th anniversary. And our founder had this great idea during COVID, when so many businesses came about. And our founder, Davina, grew up in India, where they actually brought people, the homeless, in and fed them in their kitchen. So, which was not really common there.
Yeah.
So when Davina moved here to the States, she was looking for a soup kitchen or a way for everyone in the family to be involved in giving back. And there was none. So fast forward to COVID times, and she and her family are talking about what can they do, because there is a need, especially during COVID with people not working and all. So they started making food in their kitchen. And the idea was, we have wonderful food pantries in the county.
Yes.
But there's people that are working 2 and 3 jobs, and there's people that don't know how to cook. And so giving them these resources doesn't really do much good. And so, or sometimes people are living out of their cars. And so the idea was born, let's prepare and package hot, nutritious, delicious meals. And we started with Tree of Life, and they received 24 meals twice a week from us for the first few months of being in business. And then we've expanded since then. So, for instance, we give 200 meals a week to Loudon Hunger Relief. And when their guests come in, they can request prepared meals. And we do meals to Better a Life organization out of Percival that works with children, Tree of Life, Loudon Serenity House, the Salvation Army. And then we do our own direct distribution, which is guests can go onto our website and sign up for the number of meals that they want. And one of the ideas behind this all was we don't ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hungry, if you need a meal, if you're just experiencing that, who knows? You had a car bill,
Right.
or
Right.
your electricity bill was crazy. Haven't those gone nuts in the last year?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so we can be there for a long period of time for you or a short period of time, whatever you need. And guests just go to our website. The menu is on there for about a month in advance, and you select the number of meals you want.
And is it something where people come in and pick it up, or they eat it there?
No, so actually it's all designed to take with you.
Okay.
So these meals we distribute at Stone Springs Hospital out in all the Stone Ridge, South
I know
Riding
exactly where it
area.
is. Yeah.
Yep. And I like to say that we are more efficient than McDonald's, but probably not quite as efficient as Chick-fil-A. You knew where that was going, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I know them well.
Yes. So a car pulls up, we just ask them how many meals they ordered, and then we hand it through their window.
Amazing. I had no idea. And so there's no questions asked. So people, do they generally come from a certain area, I'd imagine?
So we don't really track those demographics either. The things that we do track is how many seniors, how many children, and how many adults are in the household.
Right. And so I see what your mission is. I mean, it's obviously, and it's clear, and you've only been in existence just for a short 4 or 5 years?
It'll be 4 years next month.
4 years next month. And so tell me more of them, what you envision, because obviously you've learned so much along the way of what you can accommodate, right? And who you can help and how you can help them and what kind of support you can get. So what is the vision in kind of the short term and a little bit longer term?
Sure. So our mission is to ensure that no one goes hungry. So one of our taglines is no one sleeps hungry.
Yeah.
And so we are expanding next year. We're going to be expanding our direct distribution to Sterling Park, which we've been kind of doing a trial with Sterling Park Rec Center. And then next year we'll go full on with that. Some of the ways that we do have a robust group of volunteers, and we have corporate volunteers that come in. We can't handle very big groups. We can handle about 5 to 10 tops. But we ask that if you're coming in as a corporation, that you either donate money or donate food. So when we're preparing, say, 100 meals, we will go through either 50 pounds of rice or 50 pounds of pasta. So we do have a great need for the pastas and the rices, which are pretty much the base of all of our meals.
And do people have requirements? I mean, if you have a specific gluten-free or dairy-free or diabetic, or how do you, I know it's probably hard to manage that.
Yeah,
right?
We don't really do work with different meals.
Hard to. Yeah, no, 100%. I'm just asking if people, again, they can manage it, but if they put a request in, like I said, for right now, that's something that's really too difficult to do.
Correct. Yeah, it is.
And from a vision perspective, so you're expanding, what about the partners? Like, who helps you the most? I mean, I understand volunteers are huge, but if you have the soup kitchen, I'm assuming there's recipes. I'm assuming there's certain jobs that are tasks that need to be done. So who's the biggest supporter?
Yeah. Panera Bread is amazing in South Riding. We get bread from them twice a week.
Oh, very nice.
That we package up, and then it's always distributed on Wednesday night, regardless of what meal we have, and to a few of the other organizations that we provide the food to. So Panera is wonderful. We are working with Dan Hine with Eat Loco.
Okay.
He has farmers markets that are year round. So we are working on creating a partnership with him. And Dan is going to also be taking over and creating a farmers market at Dulles Town Center
Oh,
beginning
wow.
next spring. Yes. So that's very exciting that we're going to be able to partner with him. We do partner with an organization called Crops for Kids, and
Okay.
they go during the spring and summer. They go to the farmers markets and pick up the leftover unsold produce on Sunday afternoons and then deliver it to us. Those are some of our partnerships.
Oh, those are fantastic. And, I would imagine that people, it's hard to step up and ask for help in general. And
Yes.
so I don't want to say who's ideal, but who you typically is coming to your door.
Yeah, and sometimes it is just somebody who has just a couple of months. They just need us
Yeah.
for a couple of months. And that's that group that, maybe a bill kind of sent them sideways or they had to take time off from
Yeah.
work. But then we also have people that, since I've been there almost a year, that have showed up every Wednesday night. And we're grateful to be able to help them. And some of it is seniors that
Sure.
just can't stretch that. And they'll order 2, maybe 3 meals a week.
Yeah.
So that they're all packaged in 16-ounce containers. And you can put it in the refrigerator. And then when you want it, you can eat it. And I have to say that the meals are robust. I have a 19-year-old hockey playing son, and he and he likes them. He has had a few of the meals, and he likes them, and he finds that they're enough for him.
Well, when you check
So
out the website, I mean, I will make sure everyone has the information before you go, but the meals look amazing. So you've got
yes,
good meals, you got good photography as well, but they really do look very, and they're healthy. You're not just, obviously feeding people all horrible, like you just said,
right,
kind of going through the drive-through at some of these restaurants, but it
right.
seems like they're filling and they have all of the right amounts of nutrients in them, and they're more on the healthier side. So that's
Yes,
fantastic.
and there's always vegetables in there somewhere. Somewhere.
Veggies are good.
Yep, yep.
Well, it's so wonderful to be able to feed these families and feed these people in need. One of the things that you told me that you do, which I just, again, warms my heart as well, is in November when you feed the first responders. And, the Restaurant Chamber has the Valor Awards that we do in the early part of the year, next year, 2025. But, and just respecting and appreciating the first responders, and they appreciate it back. So tell me a little bit more. What do you do for them in November?
Yeah, and the first responders are really awesome. I know sometimes when we have leftover meals on Wednesday night, we take them over to one of the firehouses
That's
in
awesome.
South Riding, and they're always so appreciative and so excited to get these. So starting this our first real year of existence in November, the week of Thanksgiving, they started delivering these meals to the fire stations, the emergency medical clinics, like the
Yep.
night watch type places,
Yep.
and the sheriff's office, serving about 1,000 meals in 3 days.
That is
So
unbelievable.
yes,
Do you take volunteers during that period of time? I'd imagine there's signups for
we
that.
do. We do, and we take them. This year, it's really exciting. We're going to be hopefully working with the Loudon First Responders Foundation
Oh,
that works with the steps in when they're needed, which hopefully isn't often during the course of the year.
oh,
And right now, we're looking for pie donations
okay.
for that. Yes. Yes, I offered to make some, but I would be cooking for weeks.
Hey, there's that pie place. Anytime I go to Middleburg, I visit my friend there, and we go through Aldi. You live in Aldi, and you guys are down
Mhm.
by South Riding. Is there that pie place there? Gosh.
So Little Apple Pastry, I
Yeah,
think
that's
you're
it.
looking. Yes.
Yeah.
So she's now out working farmers markets and is renting space at Chefscape in
Okay.
Leesburg.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yes. Yeah. So I will be hitting up Kay for some pies as well.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, the line's out the door. You have to order ahead of time. She's fantastic. Actually, speaking of the holidays too, so don't you do something in December? I can't believe we're talking about the holidays, but yes, they are here, folks.
It is crazy. Yes.
It's
So this
awesome.
year on December 8th, we are doing a race with Bishop Events.
Okay.
And he's amazing with doing these road races and has a huge list of people that race.
That's
I don't
great.
get it, but it is
I
great.
could walk. I don't know if it's racing, but I could do that. I could do that. No, that's fantastic. It's called a Santa Summit or something. As soon as I hear
It
the word
is.
summit, Kim, I'm not going to lie. I mean, that sounds like hiking.
It does, right? Well, and it says that we can run or walk it. So,
Okay, good.
maybe I'll bring you out there and we can walk this
I'm with
event.
you, girl. Yep, I'll be there right next to
Yeah.
you.
Yes, December 8th, sorry, from 2 to 5. And it's it's in Clifton, and it's supposed to
Wonderful.
be a great course.
Good. Well, we're looking forward to it. Well, I'm so glad to have you on the show. Well, we'll make sure that everybody has your information. What's the best way for people to contact you? We'll have a slide that has because we want to make sure you get all the social so people can help support and see your events. I know you're updating your website with these events as well. So, but what's the best way for people to help you right now?
Okay, so our website is DullasSouthSoupKitchen.org. There are ways to donate there. We also have get involved with volunteers. And we are happy to give service hours to kids.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
if they can't, because our volunteer hours are usually during the day, I will give service hours for food drives. And
Nice.
we're always looking for partners with the food drives. So it's DullasSouthSoupKitchen.org. And my email is kim@DullasSouthSoupKitchen.org. And then all of our social media channels are DullasSouthSoupKitchen.org.
I was gonna say that's a pretty unique one. I'm pretty sure you grabbed those and it wasn't too competitive. But anyway,
Yes.
Kim, once again, great to see you. I'm glad we were able to share your story on Business Focus here because they are giving and they're living in Loudoun. They work in Fairfax. They live in Fairfax. They work in Loudoun. So it's one big community. I'm just appreciative of what you do. And hopefully that people watching can help reach out and learn more and help out as well. So again, great to see you.
Great to see you, Angela. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And just for those of you who know, Kim is off to Italy. So in a few days here. So by the time this airs, though, she may very well be back to tell you all about Rome. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Oh, you're going to have a great time. You deserve it, my dear. So
thank you.
Again, so great to see you. I look forward to seeing you next time.
Same here. Thank you.
And folks, remember, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, share it with your circles. We really are growing our channel and look forward to seeing you on our next episode. Stay in touch with us for future episodes. Like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.